Hey, what's up, guys? Ken here from the Retro Toyscapades channel in Malaysia. So, as you can see here, we've got a new shipment in, and this one says Toys for Mattel. This is the brand new Masters of the Universe Landshark vehicle. Now, Mattel Malaysia had this online at their official website, and this was actually the only way that we could actually get it because I've not seen this unit anywhere in retail. But it's in my hands right now, and as you can see, they packed it really well. I love it that we've got the original packaging box to go with the toy as well. Okay, these carton boxes, the ones that the toys originally come packed in, I think some of these units tend to fetch a pretty good price online, just the carton boxes alone, especially for vintage toys from the 80s. So maybe I'll just hold on to this particular carton box and not check it out. This unit's made in Vietnam, like it says here, and it says it contains two pieces, but relax, guys, I only took one. But the original carton boxes probably came two packed in a go. And this is a huge box, by the way. I gotta say that, as you'll see, the Landshark is a huge vehicle. Now, let's get down to opening this thing up and checking out the vehicle. Oh, man. Look at that, man. Look at that. Look how carefully they've packed this thing. It's all properly sealed and bubble wrapped. It's amazing, man. One of my greatest fears when, buying stuff, especially online and things like that, especially new toys, you expect them to come, mint. And sometimes it just comes up all banged up, in all kinds of places. But, this one looks pristine. Okay, they've really taken a lot of care and attention to pack it up really well. This is how all toys should be packed, for delivery. Okay, if you're buying stuff online, this is how they should be delivered to you. What do you guys think? Okay, amazing. Okay, now I've got all that bubble wrap out of the way, and the Landshark can be revealed in all its glory. And look at that, guys! It sure is glorious. Look at this thing. Look at the museum quality artwork that you're getting on this entire package. It's just freaking amazing. Okay, it's freaking amazing. I don't think that we've gotten a Masters of the Universe Origins toy to date with a packaging this big. Okay, this is one of the biggest items that we've gotten to date. And you know what? You really feel it. Okay, you see it. All right, the way that they've presented it to you is something massive. All right. And I love how the sharks package in this thing, they packaged it really well. It's like it's in its own aquarium, Yeah, look at this display in it. It's fantastic. And they've got all the classic wordings and the fonts used for this thing. It's like just everything's just calling you back to that time in the 1980s. Yeah, moving this thing around, you might hear something that sounds like something that's moving around inside. Don't worry, I don't think anything's broken. It's actually just an unassembled piece of the Landshark, which comes disassembled in package. Yeah, I mean, this thing is so huge that it's even got parts that you need to assemble. So, you know what? This thing is just, just blows my mind away, okay? There's just so much quality that they've put into this. I feel that, we're really getting spoiled here. Okay, guys, you know what? Just pause your screens for a moment. Just pause your screens right now so you can take in this visual right here. This visual of Skeletor racing out of Snake Mountain on the Landshark, just racing on his way to straight up murder some Masters of the Universe characters. This is just one freaking amazing piece of artwork that we're getting here. It's more than I could imagine, okay? And we have Snake Mountain in the background. Definitely give that to us, Mattel. We need that Snake Mountain, okay? And a couple of characters hanging around here at the back, Trapjaw and Clawful. Clawful, definitely, we're gonna need him too at some point. But I'm not really sure what is it exactly that they're doing here. Are they cheering him on? Are they calling out to him not to leave them behind? Yeah, well, they're up to something at the background. And over here, we have a cool-looking dragon, lizard type thing. I don't mind a figure of this one, too. We definitely need a lot of really creepy, various-looking monster-type creatures to fill up our collections. And it's amazing how the artwork spreads all across the borders of this entire box. Okay, there's another goblin troll-like thing here as well. Seems to be running away in terror because the land shark's coming. Yeah. And yeah, the artwork just spreads all around the package. Okay, even onto this side, more of these red troll-like creatures. Okay, these guys could be appear to be like cheering him. Yeah, go Skeletor, go, go. Yeah. Honestly speaking, this packaging, the way that they represented it to us, I honestly feel that I want to keep one of these things mint in box, just so that I could have it on display exactly like this, exactly like how you're seeing it right now. This is truly a collector's piece, guys. What do you guys think? Now, something like this, of this size and quality, Mattel's charging like 130 Malaysian ringgit for it. And that works out to maybe about 25 US dollars. And I'm not sure if that's the same price that something like this is going for in every part of the world, but I have to assume that it's pretty much around the same rate, okay? And honestly, if you're a collector and you collect toys regularly, you know that this is a steal deal for something of this quality. The price is unimaginable. Okay, we've never had it this good. So if you're not a fan of the franchise, honestly consider getting into Masters of the Universe, because hey guys, you don't know what you're missing out on the back of the box. And yo guys, it's just even more overkill. They're just overloading us with these amazing visuals. Okay, we get another great action shot here. It seems to be continuing from the front part of the package, where you see the land sharks racing out, and then here you see him directly engaging in combat with the Masters of the Universe. And we've even got characters like Stinkor here in the background. Actually, seeing Stinkor here kind of makes me wonder. I'm pretty sure that Mattel's going to be doing a figure of him pretty soon. But are they going to also include that, horribly smelly and stinking odor that the original vintage toy came with? That's something to look forward to, I suppose. But you know what, guys? I've spent too much time talking about the packaging. I hope you guys are still with me. Now we're going to get into the actual toy itself. Well, right then, guys, we've got the land shark out of the package and ready to be reviewed. Now check this guy out, man. He's everything that you'd expect him to be. I was really happy, man. When I held this thing in my hands, I was really happy to find out that he was actually pretty solid. Okay, he has some real heft to him, and this ain't necessarily just some really light, flimsy toy. You know how it is, where sometimes you get one of those really large plastic toys, and you get them home and you open them up and you find out that the whole thing's really very hollow and flimsy. But not the case here, guys. This guy is just solid. And I can see here that they've incorporated some new design sculpting into the roof of the mouth, where it actually looks like the interior of an actual shark. Okay, and I check that out. That's pretty cool. This wasn't in the original land shark though, which leads me to wonder again if the land shark is in fact an actual shark fused together with cybernetic parts, okay, and not just a straight up mechanical shark. Now over in the back here, we've got the set of twin cannons, and I can see here that this time around, the cannons actually feel a lot more lighter and a little bit more plasticky, I suppose. But they've added some new design elements here that, in case, let me try to get the camera to focus, man. Come on. Yeah, are you getting there? Okay, so they've actually incorporated these sort of like shark-headed designs. So they kind of look like baby sharks at the tips of the cannons. Yeah, or maybe they're piranhas. I don't know. But the other thing is that the cannons this time around are actually the same on both the left and the right side. If you remember the original land shark, the cannons were actually, they had different cannons for both sides. So that's something that I guess we're missing out on, I suppose. But okay, the rest of the vehicle actually looks very familiar. We've got stickers just like the original, and it's great to see that the stickers come pre-applied on the vehicle, because honestly, applying stickers is just like a total nightmare for me, man. And it just triggers my OCD. Okay, it's great that these were factory applied, and they look pretty straight. And We've got the tank treads, which look very similar. The underside of the vehicle, I can't remember that the wheels this time around are a lot bigger compared to the original. And yeah, overall, you know what? This guy is just he's really great. Okay, he's a really great inclusion in the Origin series. And look how smoothly he rolls, man. Yeah, look how smoothly he starts chomping away. Nom 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 nom. Look at that. Look at that. You know, it's great, man. It's great. Okay, so the Landshark isn't quite complete without its driver, and even though Skeletor is sold separately, you still need to get him in the driver's seat. Now, once you actually have him in there, actually, you know what? I just noticed that with the neck articulation, you can have him sort of like leaning back and maybe trying to take a nap. Yeah, it's been a hard day, hasn't it? Yeah, but you know what? Actually, getting him into the driver's seat isn't quite as easy as you might expect it to be. Now, what I sort of found kind of weird is that even with all the improvements in the articulation, they somehow couldn't get Skeletor to be in a seated position. All right, his hips don't quite bend all that well, and you kind of have to struggle just to get him in the seat. And once you've done so, his hands, well, the grip hand actually doesn't really stay on to the handle. Okay, I'm not really sure why exactly this was meant to be this way. It's like they couldn't really get a handle on things. Yeah, get it? But you see how Skeletor is actually not really seated back. If you want him to actually be holding onto the handles, he's kind of forced to be seated forward. Okay, and there's kind of like a gap between him and the seat, right? But I suppose that this is just something that we're just gonna have to make do with. I don't know if there's gonna be a future version of Skeletor that interacts better with this vehicle, but this is what we have for now. The other thing I wanted to mention is that this time around, unlike the original, the back of the headrest for the seat and the engine cover aren't removable items. But you know what? That's okay, because I couldn't understand why the original needed to have them removable. What you can still detach, however, are the cannons. That's right, you can detach them. And this time around, with the ability of the new figures to be able to stand up a lot better, you can have this massive cannon placed into Skeletor's hands like so. Yeah. Say hello to my little friend, He-Man. Alright guys, now it's time for Size Wars. That's right, we're bringing out the original vintage 1980s Landshark for size comparison. And you know what, guys? Holy hell, okay? Holy hell. I wasn't expecting the original to be that much smaller. You know what? I thought it was actually, they were actually going to be the same size. But, look at this. The new one is surprisingly a lot bigger. Wow. You know what? I didn't know that. Okay, so I guess you're getting more shark for your money this time around. But you will notice that when it comes to the original, you notice again how Skeletor is able to seat so much better in the driver's cockpit. Look at that. He's sitting down with such ease. His hands grip the handles with no problem, man. Look at that, no problem at all. Compared to the new one, this guy is still struggling, kind of like pushed on a little bit to the side there, just to get a hold of the handle there. Okay, yeah. So I don't know, man. Okay, you get a slightly more bigger Landshark, but it's hard to get him seated. Okay, so you know what? They're both great, honestly. Okay, and they both have their differences. When it comes to the new Landshark, though, I kind of feel that its munching and gnawing action works a lot smoother. Check this out, man. You can have him rolling with his victim in his mouth, and still munching away, man. Yeah, and you can sort of building up into a real feeding frenzy. Ha! What are you gonna do now, you stupid shark? You're not gonna get me from behind this tower. You're not gonna get me at all. Wait, what the hell? No! I was watching that new Suicide Squad trailer that came out yesterday, and I was just laughing so hard at this character that they had, which was the half man, half shark guy called King Shark. Okay, you know, there's even the scene where he's munching on this guy, and he makes the nom 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 sound. Okay, freaking amazing, guys. It's the season of sharks, okay, and the land sharks here. We've got king shark coming up on the big screen. So you know what, I can't recommend this vehicle enough. Okay, go out there and get it, you know, if you get the chance to. And that's the video, guys. You know, I hope you enjoyed it. Please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Continue to support me by sharing the videos, leaving a like and a comment if you can, and I'll catch you guys again real soon.